Hello and welcome to the Crown of Gilded Bone reading vlog. Now, I'm starting this late because I woke up early this morning to start reading. And let me tell you, I am currently on chapter 8 on my Kindle and I am losing my mind. I don't understand what's happening. I honestly am so lost. Jennifer L Armentrout is really just taking us to the next level, and dear God, it's me, Dorothy. Please tell me that what I believe happened isn't actually what's happening, and that Castile didn't just make the biggest mistake probably of his whole life, and oh God, I have socks in my hands because Allie is about to pick me up and we're about to go get the physical copy at Barnes & Noble. But, oh my God. I don't know how to, I don't want to make this like a spoiler thing because I don't want to ruin it and I want everyone to be able to enjoy all of the nonsense that will undoubtedly leave my mouth in this 24-hour period. But I genuinely am so confused at what is happening. I also don't know how I got to chapter 8 because I didn't realize I was so close to the end of a chapter. And it's only 9 a.m. It's almost 10 a.m. So I've been reading for about 3 hours. And the book is going fast. Listen, guys, I love Hawk and Poppy so much. And I feel like I feel like a mistake was made, but I also don't entirely know what's happening right now. So it's a little bit difficult for me to understand if it really was a mistake. Hold on. But now the chapter ended and I'm confused. I technically speaking have been confused since I started the book because a lot has gone down in the first 8 chapters. Like, I thought going off the ending of the second book, things might, calm down for a little bit. I was wrong! So now I'm very confused and I am now conflicted with continuing to read my ebook until I get the physical copy, or if I stop reading so I can go get the physical copy, because if I do switch from ebook to physical copy, I switch at a chapter because then I don't have to try and figure out what page I'm on. But I feel like I need to know what happened, but I also know that Allie is going to be here within the next 10 minutes. And I cannot finish the chapter in 10 minutes. So yeah, happy Crown of Gilded Bone Day. Let's go get the physical. Let's watch Dorothy lose her mind. Hello. The time has come. She's stunning. She's in hardcover, which, as you all might know, is different because I only have the other books in paperback. But don't worry, the paperback will be here this week because I pre-ordered it. So I have to go finish the chapter on my Kindle, and then once I finish that chapter, we're back to business, okay? Okay, let's go. Honestly, things are happening. We've got things to do. Hello, it's time for a check-in. It is, I didn't check the time, 1:12 p.m. I am currently at page number 152. I've been reading for at least 5 hours, and it's not like I'm not making progress, but also this book is 500 pages, and look at how I should have woken up earlier, but it's really going by fast. The way Jennifer L Armentrout writes really allows for things to be built up as well as when things are happening. It all seems to happen pretty quickly. So I'm currently in one of the slower parts, but I like that because I don't know. I really like her writing style and it really works for me. So yeah, we're currently at another temple. Things are changing. Castile's dad seems pretty cool though, so there's that. But now I just want to give a little check-in because I know that this is gonna be a long one. So oh, also, we also haven't gotten confirmation that they are heartmates, and I would really like to have that confirmation because, wow, they're just so perfect together. I just really love Hawk and Poppy. Castile and Poppy. Whatever name you want to use for him. Anyways, I'm going back to it now. Bye. Hi. Okay, so I'm only on page 180, but, like, I just needed you all to know that the most, like, this is not a moment that should have made me tear up, but I just want to say that Castile is just, for a man who has been through everything that Castile has been through, and that dude has been through a lot. I don't even know how to, like, talk about it because I don't want to spoil anything, but Castile is just so in love with Poppy and so caring and amazing, and he's just in this, oh my god, I'm crying. In this moment, he just really proved that he's all that, and oh my god, I think I fell more in love with him. Just, this book is wrecking me emotionally, and I'm not even halfway done. Look at this. It's not even halfway, but here I am crying about Poppy and Castile. Are we surprised? No. Am I just a ball of emotions? Yes, I certainly am. And now I must continue on because, God, I just love them so much. I just do. I thought I had this great love for Reese and Feyre, but, like, really, honestly, I'm not trying to compare books, guys. I'm really not, because they are in completely different realms. But holy shit, I love Castile and Poppy so much. Ugh. I gotta go back to reading. I needed you to know that I was having feelings, okay? Okay, cool. Back to business. Hi. Welcome back to the reading check-in. This has been about 2 hours. I'm somehow still not even halfway done. Listen, the way, I don't know, how do I properly discuss this without giving anything away? So, like, the way that Jennifer L Armentrout writes is just, I love it so much. It's so good, and it makes my brain just happy. But, like, I'm so confused. Like, really, I am so confused about what any of this means so far. And I don't know how to talk about it because I don't know what's happening. That's all I needed to tell you. Is that things are happening and I don't know what any of it means. Will I understand what any of it means at the end of this book? Probably not. But things are happening. Back to reading, I guess. Update, I'm halfway through. It's like 4:30. Ta-da. Oh my god, I don't know how to talk about this because, like, obviously I don't want to spoil it and I keep saying that, and I'm sorry if that's super boring for you, but every time I check in, I talk about how much I love Castile and Poppy, and I really do. They are beautiful. However, I would just like to quickly mention that I also just love Kieran so much. Kieran is my dude. I love him. He is just, we love Kieran, okay? We're halfway through, and like, I feel like, obviously, some big things still have to happen, but I am just loving this book, which is absolutely no surprise, because we stand Jennifer L Armentrout in this house. But like, there is just something, really something, that is getting all my brain cells firing while I'm reading this. And considering the fact that I've been in this reading slump essentially now for about 2 months, like, the fact that I'm actually sitting here and I'm reading it and I'm fully engaged is just great. And I feel like this is what's going to get me out of my reading slump, and we love that for us, because we hate being in a reading slump. Summer did mention that she was completely wrecked at the end, so I'm nervous, but I was also, like, just shook out of my mind at the end of the last one. So expectations are high. Also, when I was going to check the page count of this book, at the back of this book, it literally announces that October 19th of 2021, there will be a new book in this universe about Nyktos and his consort. And, oh, beach, I'm learning so much about Nyktos right now. So if that is the next book, not in this series, but in this world, I kind of feel like it's being released before the 4th book, because there's something in this book that is going to happen that requires us to learn about Nyktos and his consort, which I'm already kind of vibing with, because, oh, also I should mention, Nyktos is like the king of the gods and like the god of death and life and all that stuff. So I'm super intrigued, because it's very clear that, like, in Atlantean history, it's not super documented everything that Nyktos was capable of, his life, and I'm super intrigued. Because, like, right now, without giving really much away, Castile and Poppy are in a museum, and she sees this painting of Nyktos sitting with 2 large cats. And Castile says that it's meant to symbolize his children. But when Poppy asks, so what are their names? Castile says, well, no one knows their names or their genders. And the same goes for the consort, because her name is not known. And I'm just like, so then in my head, I'm also thinking about the fact that in 6 months, I will potentially get to learn all of this about Nyktos, which I'm super interested in, because, like, there's just something about this world that I'm so intrigued by. Like, I love, like, the subtle world building that Jennifer L Armentrout has been doing in this series, because it's like she slowly reveals things to you over the course of the book. So, like, in the first book, it's really a lot of world building and showing you how kind of everything in this world is supposed to work according to everything that Poppy has been taught. And then obviously at the end of that book, you know what happens. I'm not going to spoil it for you, because in the event that you are watching this and you haven't read any of the From Blood and Ash books, despite the fact that I have recommended them time and time again, I'm not going to spoil the ending. Then she does the same kind of world building within A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, where it's like slow, broad strokes of telling you what the world is like and how Poppy is learning more about this world. And this book is no different. So it's interesting to see how, like, even though there's already been 2 books, and both of those books are over 600 pages, and, like, there is the kind of understanding of how this world works and how it is meant to be working and everything like that. But still, even in this book, I am still finding myself learning more about this world. And I find that so fun, because there are some books that, like, especially in series, they do a lot of the world building, and then throughout the rest of the series, they don't continue that world building. Oh, my best example of this would actually be the Monsters of Variety duology by Victoria Schwab. The first book, This Savage Song, does a lot of world building to get you through the whole book. And then obviously the second book, Our Dark Duet, is following up after the outcome of the ending of the first one. So you really already understand a lot of the mechanics of that world within the first book. And so Victoria Schwab doesn't do a lot of like continued world building through that, because at the end of that book, there's also like a time jump a little bit, and it's kind of like, you know, we're already in. We really don't need to spend more time building out this world, especially because there's only 2 books. I feel like if maybe it was more of like a longer series, she would have continued it, because that is one of Victoria Schwab's things. She just does great world building and characters, and we love her. But then, like, in comparison to that, I would say like the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. Granted, there are books that do more world building within them, mainly obviously City of Bones, and I would also say City of Ashes, and then also City of Heavenly Fire. But through like some of those other in-between books, it's not a lot focused on the world building, because we are already in this Shadowhunter universe and we understand everything that's happening, and the world building within those other books only comes from like somewhat expanding the rest of the world, so you have a better understanding of where our characters are. And so I don't often get to just spend like moments of world building, but like the way Jennifer L Armentrout is writing this, and I can't speak on if this is how it is in every single book that she's written, because I've only read this series by her so far. We're working on fixing that, but the way that she's writing it, where like it's I could see how some people would say that there's not a lot that happens in these books, because there are large parts that are a lot slower than like closer to the endings, kind of similar to the Sarah J Maas books. Like, Sarah J Maas does a lot within those last like 1 to 200 pages. And Jennifer L Armentrout does kind of the same thing within the last 50 pages, but at the same time, you have a lot of world building that you can continue to understand the world and get more into the characters. And I think that's really great. And I am just so in love with this book. And like, I'm finding out more about Atlantia and like the history behind this world. And that's just super fun to me. And I feel like that is going to be continued, obviously, in the other book that's coming out in October. And I just look forward to it, because I really am just so in on this world and the mechanics of this world and the people that live within this world and the history. I love her. So now I'm halfway through. Back to business. And I'll check back in later. We're doing great, guys. We're doing great. I feel like we're gonna finish this book today, but I feel like we're going to finish it with plenty of time left in our day. Don't quote me on that. I might just end up telling you that I finished at like 10 p.m., which isn't... Whatever, it doesn't matter. Back to books. Dude. Oh my God. Listen, this book... Listen, something's just been revealed that I don't understand how it's possible, because I assumed that this homie has been dead for quite some time. And if this is possible, that means that this homie is not dead, and that really just messes with my brain. So I have to continue reading. I'm on page 320 of, hold on, 562. Just, wow. I can't tell you what it is, but wow. That's all you needed to know. Okay, bye. Okay, hi. Page, 348. Oh my God. Ooh. First of all, I'm about to start chapter 30. Things are really ramping up. The last time I checked in was I was about to start chapter 27. Holy crap. I can't talk about it. Listen, a plot twist has happened. And it's killing me. And I only stopped because I needed you to know that it happened and that I'm having emotions right now. Okay? I don't know how we go from here. I'm scared. But it's fine. I have to keep reading. This is what JLA does. She gets me. She gets me in with some plot, some like cliffhanger endings of chapters, and I'm okay, gotta go. I feel like I have to I will speed up like the actual reading, but like I feel like I have to be filming my reactions because like shit is just, I feel like it's going down. So like you gotta see it. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but you gotta see it, okay? Okay, cool. Enjoy this time lapse of me reading until something happens and you get to watch me lose my mind. Great. I'm dying. I'll check back in a bit. Welcome back. Things are happening. going well. I almost cheated again. God, this is so terrifying. I'm like, I can't tell you what's happening because I don't want to spoil things. But like, God, is this like actually making me like nervous? Like to the point where I feel like I could start sweating. This feels wrong. Like obviously this isn't a moment that I expected to go well, but it just something feels very off and I'm scared. What? I need you to see. Ah! Oh my God. It's happening. This is not a moment that warrants tears, but I'm so happy right now, I just might cry. Oh my God. This isn't a moment that like should be cute, but it's cute. This is great, okay? I gotta go. I gotta keep reading. Bye. Very stupid side note that I am literally just adding in here because I think that this is amazing and it makes me love Jennifer L Armentrout literally 15 times more. But today is April 20th, right? Right. We're all in agreement on that. And I literally just found out that Poppy's birthday is also April 20th, and it just, I know, like, it's stupid for me to be, like, this happy about finding out her birthday and that today is her birthday, but, like, wow, happy birthday, Poppy, you have a new book. In which a lot of great things are happening. I'm almost at the 100 pages left mark, and it's, you know, I gotta go. I gotta continue. I just need you to know that it's Poppy's birthday, and I'm for some reason crying about that. Okay, cool. Yep. Hashtag Castile and Poppy forever. Okay, bye.
So I finished the book. It's a 5-star read, obviously. The cliffhanger. I don't think I know how to comprehend what I read. I really don't. It is just so much, and I have no words for what I've read. It's 11:16 at night. I finished maybe like 10 minutes ago. My brain is very mushy, and I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. I feel like I cannot wait a whole year for the next book because the cliffhanger is just so, oh my god. And then at the same time, I feel like I need to read it like 5 more times to understand everything that happened. I'm very much so at a loss for words. I like really don't know what to do right now. And like I felt kind of like this same way at the end of A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, but like it's just on a whole other level now. But we gotta keep on moving along. I think after reading that, because I read that so fast, it felt so fast to me, that I'm going to start Ruin and Rising tonight, just because I want to finish those, and we can probably start Six of Crows as long as I finish Ruin and Rising this week. And I got like a whole weekend to myself. I very much so cannot believe what I read. And you know what? I have to be okay with that. So there's that. This has been a long day. A very long day. But I'm glad that you came with me. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read The Crown of Gilded Bones and your thoughts on The Crown of Gilded Bones. And if you haven't, why not go read the Flynn Blood and Ash series? I don't know how many times I can tell you it's amazing. And then if you guys like this, subscribe. I'm so out of it, but that's what reading all day does. So now I'm gonna eat my pizza. I'm gonna probably put on, oh, there's a new Smosh Try Not to Laugh video, so I'm gonna put that on. And then we're gonna start Ruin and Rising, because I have a problem. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.